With rising wealth, particularly in Nigeria, mobility does not match wealth. So, what do? As a high net worth person, you gain a second citizenship, say for example in a country like St. Kitts and Nevis, Commonwealth of Dominica. The price starts from 200,000 US dollars. And that gives you mobility. With mobility comes opportunity. Opportunity for business, for your family, healthcare, education, all of these factors. Look, 90% of the world is passport poor. Think about it. Look at China, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, most of Africa, most of Middle East. We have low mobility. And as a high net worth person, you need to match your success with mobility. It's absolutely crucial. And just as, you know, Devrat was just explaining about the opportunities in the UAE, up until recently, Nigerians were banned actually from the UAE. So what did they do? They went and got a second passport from the Caribbean, and they entered the UAE and set up their businesses. So it's a great tool, it's a plan B, and there's an insatiable appetite in the entire world for this product. Now, I talk about coming from low mobility countries, as I said, 90% of the world is. You look at Europe, taxation, you look at the USA, I mean, goodness, the amount of people now applying for citizenship, say, for the likes of St. Kitts or in Dominica, is incredible. There's an insatiable appetite around the world. The more insecurity, the more instability, the more geopolitical issues that there are, people are hedging their bets. And trust me, I know the numbers that are coming out of Nigeria, and there is huge demand here. So it's just crucial in part of your, you know, advisory to your clients, to advise them on second citizenship. It's a necessity. Because ultimately, I mean, we're not only professionals in finance, you know, we're stewards of vision. You're the trusted advisors to some of the most influential families on this continent. You're the ones they turn to, not just to preserve their wealth, but to create a future in which their wealth can be, you know, can thrive, be protected, passed on to the future generations. And the decisions you help shape today will echo for generations to come. You're a high net worth Nigerian. You either choose to say you invest in the government infrastructure where you are technically donating, say, $200,000. The government used that to build schools, bridges, hospitals. It's the benefit of the people. It's to the benefit of the people of that country. Whereas you are gaining mobility and succession planning. It's a win-win for both situations. Then you've got the other one, which is real estate, for example. So you may well invest in real estate to secure your second citizenship. There are various exciting projects being built across the Caribbean. In fact, in this very room here, I got a cable car guy. This is Fahim Abdeen. He's building the world's longest cable car, mono cable car in the Commonwealth of Dominica. This cable car is 6 kilometers long. It travels through the tropical rainforest where Pirates of the Caribbean was filmed, where Johnny Depp emerged from the gorge. It travels up to the world's second largest boiling lake. So they're mandated by the government to deliver this huge tourism project. And of course, they will also take funds in to their project and of course help build, you know, this fantastic tourism infrastructure. It's absolutely amazing. So with the second citizenship, your clients are no longer tied to the risks, rules, restrictions of a single jurisdiction. They gain the ability to travel freely, set up companies with ease, enroll their children in great educational institutions without exhausting visa processes. They can safeguard their assets in a jurisdiction that values discretion, security, legacy. And they're doing this not to escape. but to elevate their life strategy. One of our clients, a Nigerian tech investor, told me last year that his second citizenship allowed him to negotiate a multi-million-dollar deal in Singapore, in person, without visa hurdles. He called it, and I quote, the most valuable signature I ever earned. Not on a check, but on my application form. Why does this all matter for Nigeria's wealthy? Well, for affluent Nigerian families, this is not about abandoning Nigeria. This is not a European golden visa where it requires you to go and stay a number of days, because you've got your businesses here in Nigeria requiring your attention night and day. So what a great solution. 90 days, you can become a citizen of another country. Fantastic solution. And of course, it provides you a hedge against uncertainty, against any fiscal policy changes, shifts in government regulations or banking regulation. In a world where capital is global, but people are still limited by passports, a second citizenship provides something no stock, no bond can provide. And freedom of movement, freedom of choice, freedom to adapt. In the last year alone, we've seen Nigerians use their second citizenship, relocate their children abroad, secure medical treatment, make investments in property markets in Dubai, Portugal, and often it's a bit of a hybrid. You might have a Nigerian, oh yeah, I've gone to the UAE, I've set up a business, I've got my residency permit there. Okay, do I want to go back to Nigeria? My kids are saying, oh, I don't want to go back, I like it here, or what's the long-term plan? Well, you're not going to get citizenship in UAE. You're not granted that, so you invest in a second passport in a Caribbean country, which gives you your final solution. And, and obviously allows for planning for succession with greater cross-border legal certainty. This is a reality of smart wealth planning.